Welcome back, my friends, to Let's Play Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. I almost forgot what game I was playing. When we last left, I was trying to decide whether or not to get that fairy. As you can see, I decided to pick him up, so there you go. We're going to head on up here and see if we can find us another key. I got one key already, I believe, but we're going to need two of them, so... I guess you can actually do this later after you get the candle, but I don't know, I'm just doing it. Oh, that's right, there it is. There's two keys here. So yeah, you do have to come this way first. Yeah, boy, if I don't even remember the first palace, I don't know how I'm going to get through the later ones. I might actually have to pull up a walkthrough or something. Or do some rehearsal runs or something. I don't know, boy. I'm not going to be going into it blind. It's funny, you know, only I would go blindly into an LP of a game that I've already played 600 times. Sometimes when you hit one of those statues, you'll get a free magic refill. So what you can do is actually use a spell, you know, and then refill, and you basically got the effect of the spell for free. There's also, you know, situations where if you have a certain amount of magic... Oh, how do I explain that? What you can do is you can actually hit the bottle to start refilling your magic and use a spell while it's refilling, and it'll continue to refill until it's at a certain point. Like if you had a spell that costed 20 MP, and you currently had 70 out of 80 MP. Well, no, that wouldn't make any sense. No, well, if you... Well, okay, let's put it this way. If you had a spell that cost 20 MP, and you have 10 MP right now, and your maximum MP is 80, well, you could refill your MP and bring it up to 80, and then cast the spell, which would bring you down to 60. But, if you start refilling your spell, and then cast the spell in the middle of while it's refilling, it'll count that original 10 MP towards the cost of the spell you're casting. So then when you're finished, you'll have 70 MP and not 60. That's what I'm trying to say. These guys are a pain in the butt. Ugh. Maybe if I weren't trying to explain that. Yeah, sometimes they get stuck to the walls like that too. You can actually hit them, and they'll freeze, and then you can walk through them. That's one thing you can do. Dude! Ugh! Just sitting there dancing with that thing, man. Coming up here, we have a pea bag. That's what I'm going to be calling those things. So I'll show you what they look like. You can get a better look, so you'll be ready to see it and all. Those things will quickly become your best friend. And anytime you see one, it'll always be a glorious sight. Because they give you lots of experience. This guy's a little trickier because he won't be backed up against a wall, so I'm gonna have to kind of play it by ear here. They're not so bad though. It's just weird that they're throwing what looks like safety pins at you. I don't know. Man, I need to go to bed here pretty soon. I need to go to work tonight, man. They got me working 6 days this week. What else is new? Stop me if you've heard this before. Here's one of those cases where I can use the spell as it's refilling, and it'll count what magic I originally had towards it instead of taking it out of the full.
Come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me!
Fine, then. Yeah, how do you like me now? I don't remember how or when I discovered that trick, but that's pretty much how I always beat the Iron Knuckles. You just jump towards them and hit them on the way down in the head, and they can't block it, so... It's a piece of cake, really. There you go. Back across the crumbling bridge. It really doesn't make any sense, because it crumbled on the way in, so why would there be another one on the way out? Later on, in situations like this, you'll be able to use the downward thrust, which will help a lot. Basically, it's a move where you point your sword down in the middle of while you're jumping, and you can basically bounce over any enemy in the game and not take damage. And more often than not, you'll end up doing damage to them in the process. So if it's an enemy that takes like one shot, you can just bounce down the stairs like I would have done that there with those bots just now. That's what the blue things are called, bots. The red ones are bits. I don't know why I remember that. I don't know why I don't remember the names of any of the other enemies. I know there's Horsehead. I guess that's what his name is. But I'm pretty sure... Well, I remembered Iron Knuckle, yeah. Oh! little overzealous there. Sometimes if you're in a narrow hallway like this where you can't jump all the way, you can beat him even faster. Man, I gotta pay better attention here, man. I'm messing this up. Ugh. Thankfully, the warning that it gives you when your life is low is not nearly as annoying in this game as it is in the first one. Oop. I think the most annoying low life warning in any game ever is probably Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But of course, because James Nintendo Nerd pointed that out, but still, it is pretty annoying. Basically, to get in on these guys, you gotta watch for when they're throwing their little safety pins, they'll usually take a break in between two of them, like right there, and that's your chance to get in. They'll throw like 7 of them, and then they'll stop. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, never mind now. Attack will go up, at last. So now we're kind of getting a little bit of an idea how the experience works and all, so... Another Iron Knuckle, that's real nice. Basically, you just can't let up on him. And since my attack went up, notice he only took 6 shots instead of 8. So, and when it goes up again, they'll take 4, and then 2, and then 1. But later on, you'll face red ones, which basically have 150% life. I know that boss is going to give me 50 experience, which is going to put me up to 295, but the thing is, once you beat the boss and you put the crystal in the first statue, it's going to automatically refill your experience up to the next level. So if I go and do that now, I'm only going to get 5 points for it. Crap. Ugh. Well, there we go. First death already. 2 videos in. Boy, that's nice. So let's cast that again. This guy's not really that hard. I mean, you just gotta get your jumping right. You gotta do kind of half a jump and then swing at the top of that jump. It's pretty simple. Basically, aim for his ears, because your sword's range... I remember something in Nintendo Power, some article I read one time said, your sword's range is longer than ever. I don't know if they were just talking about in this battle or what, I don't know. There you go. Goodbye. See, now I got 295. Now, if I could find a monster, if I went back into the palace and found a monster to give me 5 experience, I'd trade in the 300. My next level after that would be 400, and I would get all of that from this and gain that level too. But unfortunately, I'm just going to get up to 300, and it's going to stop there, so... Well, that's all the time I have for today, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.